Hey guys, welcome back from Zwickau this time. I'm here at the German Nationals in club class. We already had 5 flying days. Today is the 6th day and most probably tomorrow the 7th and perhaps the last one. Today we have good weather, or the weather should be good, but in the morning we had some rain. The grid closes at 12 o'clock, so I will go out and assemble my glider. After the briefing I usually go into my tent or to my camp and have a look at the task and also at the weather. So here in the briefing we get a task sheet. Today we have task B and task A. So if the weather is not so good we will fly task B, which is a little bit shorter with 241 kilometers. And if the weather is as predicted, then we fly the task A with 301 kilometers. Let's dive into it. The first activity is to get this task here into my accessor on the mobile phone. I insert the task here. I have all of our waypoints and also the rules, which are very important. You have the maximum start height, maximum start speed and the minimum arrival altitude. So yeah, I also have already insert here the task B, which is stored. Then here it's very nice that you can see a little bit more the area, how it looks like, and also the airspace. So if I want to know how high this one is here, it's Leipzig. The yellow one is a wave sector, which is not allowed for us. And class D is also not allowed. So we are only allowed to fly here 1,372 meters, which is not too high but possible today. We will expect the cloud base there about, I think, 1,600, 1,700 meters. Perhaps a little bit higher. I have to take this airspace here into account, that I can fly below, but I should try to avoid it. Let's begin here at the start. We have here our start. It's a start line, 20 kilometers in total length. At a racing task it's good to start in the middle. Usually here the weather is a little bit better to the west side. Here I don't expect parachuting. Then here we have a turn point. Fly back, and here this is an RM set, which is allowed for us, radio military zone. We are allowed to fly there if we ask them. And then here near Dresden we should not fly into this class D airspace, and it's really low with 1067 meters, so we definitely should not fly in there, but usually you make a tight turn and fly back home. So from the airspace I think it's not a problem. So let's have a more detailed look into the weather. Most of the time I use from the Deutscher Wetterdienst Top Term here. It's a Java program which I really like, because you can insert your task and see how the weather, the cloud base, the thermals and so on look like. Usually I take this as my first weather source, but here are also some problems. The areas which have the same weather are really big. So here we have the Erzgebirge, and here another huge area, and then we fly perhaps here in this border, onto this border, and then yeah, the weather could be more like this, like good weather and not like the bad weather. But you can take this into account when you plan your task here. Here is Zwickau Airfield. We are between these two areas here. Here, this is the Erzgebirge. Most probably we have more the weather from this area here, and we also fly to this direction. So, yeah. First of all, I checked if the weather now is like predicted. And today I think it's very good because we had rain in the morning. Here it's raining until 10 o'clock local time, but it was raining till 8:30 or so. So this should be okay. Perhaps it is a little bit better even than this forecast here. Then, as you can see, we have here all important information to this area. We have here the cloud base. We have here the thermals, and the different colors here are the climb rates. So the blue one here is 2.0 meters or 2.5, and yeah, very important is also here the higher clouds. Here we have the high clouds, the beginning, which will cover the sky totally. So we have nearly no sun getting to the ground and producing thermals, but yeah, it will get better and better, and the cloud base is rising. Then you can also have a look at the other areas here in the northern side. It's a very good. We have better climb rates. We have climb rates up to 3.0 meters per second. The cloud base is also better, and here at the beginning, yeah, they will have earlier good weather. But you also see here some, I think, cirrus clouds, which will arrive our time when we could be there. But yeah, there you should have a more detailed look than in the flight to the satellite picture. So let's insert the task, new task, and then I'm not really sure where it is, where our turn points are, but the first leg is 104 kilometers, so a little bit shorter. Then it's somewhere over here, don't know exactly, but yeah, perhaps here. And then we will fly over there and back. So here we have also some other factors, like the pilot, the glider. Perhaps the glider is a little bit better. I think 33 wing loading could be okay. Then this program outputs our perfect start time with these parameters. So if I'm a good pilot and the weather is like predicted, I should start my task later than 2 o'clock local time. But here at these points you see how the difference is in the average speed of the task. So here, if I start my task at 1:30 or even earlier, I have also the same average speed. Then you can play with this. You can say, yeah, I think the weather will be more like in this area better than here. So you can put your turn point somewhere over here. Yeah, now it's a little bit too long. We have here a lot better thermals. And then let's see when it says it's a perfect beginning before 2 o'clock local time, and we will have an average speed of 95. But I think, yeah, for today 95 is a little bit optimistic, so you can get down to 90 or 91 and see when it's perfect. And here you can also play with a pilot factor, weather which is not so good, with an average speed of 77, perhaps 75. I don't think that we will be slower than that. Then the perfect time is also about 2 o'clock, and the latest time will be 2:30. So somewhere in between there I should start my task, because it's very important for me not to get into the end of the thermals and make an outlanding. That's high risk and costs a lot of points. Okay, I hope you get the point how I prepare my weather. I'm not a meteorologist, so yeah, I'm not really good in it. And it's also good to have some other programs to check if they are nearly the same, so I use sky sight, sometimes I also use top meteo. Also in the air you should have a look at your teammates or at your competitors when they will start the task. Most of the time it's not good to start it too early and the others are following you, and most of the time you start the task when the others start the task. Here with my handicap factor of the standard zeros I have some more time to play because I have a handicap factor which is very low, so I can fly earlier than the others and the others will pick me up during the flight, and that's not a big issue. So we already rigged the glider before the briefing, and we will now put the glider into the grid, and I have some more time to check the satellite images and to relax a little bit before the flight. Now we switch to task B because it's late. The problem were these higher clouds over there. They covered the sun, and there were no thermals. But on the other side, as you can see, we have good weather. We have most probably nice thermals. Only the cloud base could be a little bit higher. But I think the 241 kilometers will be possible. And so see you in the air. Let's go. Very fast. Now I'm high enough to make a 180 turn.
Just right.